inseguire un sogno, il mio sogno. Quante volte mi hai deluso, non importa, io ci credo e vivo il mio sogno. Pari grande amore, pari unica e sola, pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola, facci sognare.
Welcome everybody to a brand new Staten Island Soccer Report coming to you live tonight from the studios of CTV. Alongside me, Frank Tricomi, Brian Dorr. Welcome, guys.
Always a pleasure to be here, John.
If the control room, we got a little feedback going on. If they could fix that. All right, Frank, anyway, we got a great show tonight. We have the Silver Lake Soccer Academy U9 Boys Tiger team on, and I think they're excited to get in here. So we're going to throw it right over to Brian. He's going to announce the players, and they're going to come in one at a time. Take it over, Brian.
Here we go, starting with number 10, Arian Blankic. Number 9, Adam Bayer-Gadd. Adam. Number 8, Andrew Gavrilov. Number 12, Cesar Elias Hernandez. Number 4, Kareem Zayshan Medito. Number 6, Hunter Dean McCarthy. Number 1, Robert Milosavljevic. Number 11, Brian Mora. Number 5, Alton Nikazi. Number 26, William George Ruiz Gonzalez. And number 24, Christopher Patrick Tricardo. Head coach Selman Blankic, assistant coach Cesar Hernandez, and team manager Raina McCarthy.
Thank you, Brian. Well, all right, welcome, parents. Let's give the parents a round of applause, right? If it wasn't for the parents, you guys can't get to the game, all right? Welcome, Tigers. Welcome to the show. Coaches, I guess we'll start with you guys. A little background, Salman, of how you started off with soccer. Let's start with that, and then we'll take it down.
Well, first I want to start by thanking you guys for giving us this opportunity of being here. And I want to start with you, John. Thank you very much for all you do with our soccer community here in Staten Island, with coaching and with reffing and everything else that you do for the boys. Appreciate very much that we are here, and I appreciate very much what you do for all of us and for keeping soccer alive big time in Staten Island. And same thing goes with you, Frank and Brian. Thank you very much. I started soccer at a very young age. Basic soccer was my life. We didn't have that much, but we did have a ball, and we enjoyed that ball very much. I played soccer for elementary school. We had a very successful team. I played soccer for high school. I was a center defender all my life. I was short, but I was very fast and pretty smart. That's what the coach used to tell me all the time, at least. I remember that. And soccer ran in my family too. I have a couple of my cousins who play professional soccer also. And I came to the United States 16 years ago. I first started in Manhattan. I did some individual 1v1 training. And I did, in past 8 years here in Staten Island, I do travel also for 2 years, and I did rec for many years. I had many teams that came through me, a lot of players who came through me, and I love doing it very much.
Right. Okay. I mean, I could see the passion. I see you on the field a lot, as you know, and that passion can't be taught, right? That's in you. So, all right, let's pass it on to your assistant. Background, a little background, the same thing. How you started with soccer? You know, what's your background?
Okay, well, just I actually got started late in soccer. I actually didn't play for a team till I was 17.
Okay.
But my father always played soccer. All my uncles always played soccer. I was always in the field watching my uncles play.
Okay.
So it's always been a part of my life. And now that my son is on the team, it's been actually become a bigger part of our life. So
That's okay.
that's it.
All right. Same
Hi.
thing. Manager,
Well,
right?
Manager, yes.
Manager,
I don't
okay.
have much experience with soccer, but I'm just a mom, and I love the team, and I just try to help out as much as I can.
That's great. Okay. You don't watch any games?
Oh, I do.
Perf-
Now that my son is into it, yes, we watch
Okay.
games on TV, we go and
There
see
you
the
go.
Red Bulls and things like that, yes.
All right. Let's. I guess we could start off with the boys. Let's get a little. Guys, you have anything? You guys want to add anything before we go on? Brian, Frank, anything? All right. Let's ask the boys what they love most about playing for this team and about the game of soccer. You could stand up. Yeah. And then you pass the mic on to your teammates. What is it about soccer that you love?
I love soccer. I love the Tigers because Coach Sal put me in my favorite spot that I want to be, right D,
Right, D.
Wow.
and I like to clear out the balls.
That's right.
I was going to say, he put you up front to score.
That's good. All right.
Good job.
Same question. Go ahead.
What I like about this team is about they have friendship and also they help each other out. When we lose the ball, we always help each other out.
Friendship, very important, right?
That's big.
Now, where do you play?
I play lefty.
Lefty, good job. You got a right and a left. Go ahead.
I like to play on Tigers because Coach Sal always thanks me what I do and we play together as a team.
Play together as a team, very important. Okay, good job.
I like the Tigers because Coach pushes us to be as hard as we can and
That's good.
What position do you play?
center mid.
Okay.
I'm a right mid, and I like making goals and dribbling and making assists and passing to the forward. And I like my team because I love them very much because they have lots of discipline and they work as a team and never give up. And the coach always yells at us because we need information and always our beautiful defenders. Always black, our beautiful goalie named Robert and Christopher.
I got a question for you, though. Wait, Harry, I got a question for you. Wait, say that. I want you to answer a question for me. Forget about him being your dad. What's it like to play for Coach Selman?
I like playing for him because I like saying what he says to me. I like doing what he says because he tells us what to do and we do it because he tells us information what we have to do in the game. Like to pass, we have to pass. I like to play, we play hard as a team. We never give up.
Good.
We do what we have
I got to get that message over to my daughter.
Yeah, it's very tough with your own kid.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna send her over to you guys maybe. Okay, go ahead.
I like to play for the Tigers because they have a lot of passion and love in the team, and I make a lot of friends from them. And I play center D, so I love clearing out the balls and seeing the whole team, the whole field.
Good job.
I like playing for the Tigers because they have a lot of passion for the sport and they play as a team. Not just one player plays very well. They play all together.
Nice. Excellent. Excellent.
And I play goalie. I am one of the goalies. I play second half because, yeah. and
Wait, you
and
only played the
he-
second half?
Yeah, I only play second.
Who's in the
half.
first half? Goal?
He.
Oh, okay.
Chris.
All right, we'll
Chris,
get
of
to-
course. My name's Ryan. I play mostly goalie. What I love about this team is that we play strong. We make friendship, and we never give up. We're strong.
Good job.
I love about the Tigers because I get to make a lot of friends and I play forward.
Okay, good job.
I like all the corners. I like the corners because I could make bicycle kicks. And I play forward too with Alton.
Okay, good job.
My name's Christopher, and I like about this team. Is that I get to save a lot of the soccer balls, and the defense helps me block the ball, and they do whatever they need so they won't score.
Good job. One of the most important positions, keeper. All right, Selman, talk about this team. How long have you had the team? You know, let's start from the beginning.
Absolutely. This is our second year in travel. Most of these boys play with me in rec, so pretty much they were handpicked.
Okay.
Uh,
So
They're very
where were they picked from? How'd you
some of
form
them-
this?
Some of them were with me from first when I started with Civil Lake. Rec
Did
Civil
you
Lake.
put this team together yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Some of them, I was coaching them, like the likes of Brian, Adam, and my son Ari, way a long time ago when they were U5
With
Civil
rec.
Lake and rec.
Okay.
And then Ari, Andrew, and Kareem, about 3 years ago. This is our third season with Petridis.
Okay.
So most of these boys, I know them for a long time. Some of them we picked them up 2 years ago when
Okay.
we created this team. We did have another 4 players last year. We separated them. We put them in proper teams, so this way everybody get to play. We are A-team division.
Right.
It's hard being an A-team, you know. But these boys are really special. I love them.
Okay.
I really love them. We work very hard. They're very disciplined. They're very talented. There's a lot of talent in this team, and I don't hold anything back. Whatever I know, whatever I have on me, I like to pass it on to them. Not only
Sure.
in the soccer, but also.
I gotta tell you, man, you got great fans here.
Yes, they are
Okay.
very special. If
Right.
it wasn't for parents, if it wasn't for them,
Yeah.
we would not be in the position we are right now. We would not have the records that we have right now if it wasn't for parents being very, very passionate, very patient with me also, because I'm a soccer coach. I'm a father also, but on the fields, on the games, I'm a soccer coach.
Right.
I leave the parenting home on my car.
Mhm.
Once I step outside, I grab my bag, I grab the cones and the ball. I'm a coach. And I act as a coach during the practice, during the game. A lot of coaches tell me that I'm a tough coach. I don't consider myself to be a tough coach. I consider to be myself
Okay.
a emotional and driven coach. I was blessed to have a lot of teams, even before these boys. Had a lot of teams, had a lot of players that I coached individually a couple of years ago. And most of them are now in high school and college. And I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of the success that I'll be able to give to these boys. I'm a licensed coach also. I have a D license. And also this past summer, I just took a national diploma. And I'm looking forward for next season to get the advanced, which is for college coaching.
Right.
Right now I can coach up to high school. But I'm going to let that aside. And I'm going to focus my energy and my knowledge with these beautiful boys that you have here in front of us, the Tigers.
So
With
what's
Silver Lake Star Academy.
what's the record now? What's going on? I hear a lot of good things, positive. You guys are winning games by big
Yes.
scores.
we have pretty much a very good record at this age, being U9. We started as last year we were a B team. We had issues last year. We were trying
What
to
kind of
create a
issues?
team.
Did you lose one game or none?
It wasn't only the games, it was the education we have to give to ourselves, to our parents,
Right.
trying to separate rec from travel. A lot of parents are young in this. They have not that much knowledge, so we're trying to build that out also at the same time. Right now we're doing very good. We are very organized as a team. As I said earlier, everything starts with the parents. We receive a lot of help. I do have a very good support. I do have a very fine team manager,
Right.
probably one of the best in New York. I could say that easy.
You said it easy.
She's extremely supportive.
Right.
I do have my assistant coach, Caesar. A gentleman, a word gentleman, the definition of word gentleman as assistant coach is right here.
All right, let's get to your practices. Not to give away too much because this show goes all over the world, right? We don't want to give too much away. What's the first thing you do in practice?
The first
you can
thing
have the boys can answer. You know, what kind of technique? What do you play? What kind of style?
Yes, we do have a style actually. Last year was more like all soccer. This year we do have a style. We like to keep the ball in their opponent's half. We don't like to keep the
Do
ball
you
in our
follow
half.
any particular team, a professional team
I
style?
do. I'm
Let me hear
a
it.
die-hard fan of two teams. You
Okay.
might laugh now because there are two teams.
That's okay.
One of them, as I was very young, is Real Madrid. I keep dear to my heart. And I like very much Arsenal. I like the way they play. I like their style. And it's very little to talk about Real Madrid because Real Madrid is Real Madrid, the best in the world. At least for me. We do have a program. I prepare myself every practice. I don't go into practice because I have to go into practice.
Right.
I go into practice because I have to teach in the practice. We do have a plan. We keep the plan. I do not overload the boys with a lot of skills and drills that we do. But whatever I do with them, I make sure they understand. And I could say easy, about 95% of these young boys here are in the same page that I am on the practice. A lot of coaches would say that, oh, how would you know that this kid is right forward or right mid or left mid? I mix them up a little bit, not that much, but up to 12 years old, it's the picking time.
Right. You could still
Absolutely.
switch. Right.
John,
Mix 'em up.
I have to say,
Yeah.
Selman on Fridays practices right next to the Freedom. And I'll go over and talk to him once in a while. And the biggest thing that I can compliment I could give to Selman and his boys is how polite they are and respectful. Selman called them over, a couple of them over, say hello to Coach Brian, shook my hand,
Right.
and then the next thing he asked the kid, I forget who it was, but he said, "Where do you go on a corner kick?" And I forget who it was, but he said, "I go at the top of the box." So that's U9. So what he says about teaching these kids, what he's teaching them the game.
Right.
You know, at U9, they're not worried about going to the top of a box. Sometimes at U12, they're not worried about going at the top of the box. But, you know,
Yes, we have our own style. Believe it or not, they're
Okay.
U9, but we do have our own style.
And you were saying possession?
Absolutely. We have all these boys know the position when they go in the field. All these boys know what to expect from each other. They play as a team. It's amazing how 9 years old play for each other like that. We do work also off the soccer. We are together as life experience, everyday life experience. We talk about school also. I have this program that every time we start a practice, we sit down, we talk about school, we talk about day. I want to make sure they're okay. I want to make sure everybody's fine. We have this we call a circle of trust.
Okay.
Before every practice, we do that. Every practice, I have a captain, a different captain for every practice, for warm-ups and also for warm-downs, which are to these boys warm-downs as important as the warm-ups. We do have our own style of play. We like to keep the ball. Right now, we're learning about ball possession, which these boys are doing brilliantly. Up to last year, I used more wingers. I was more like long balls. It took me almost a year to to help them understand short passing, they're excellent. They really are excellent.
So you're trying to teach the long ball more?
Absolutely.
Well, you need that mix of both, I think, a little bit of each, right?
Absolutely. Right now we're working on midfield drills. Up to now we were concentrating most of on our defensive side of the game and also an attacking part of the game. Now we want to keep the ball since our record is really good and we would like to enjoy the ball more.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure all these boys keep the ball to their feet. Not just the ball come to me and I'm going to get rid of it. No, keep the ball, enjoy the ball, see who's open, who's not open. And we do a lot of drills during the practice, so they know the position, they know how far to go forward, how far to come back.
Okay.
It's amazing watching them play.
Quick question on your practices. You go in with you say you go in with your plan.
On the mic. So you can hear you.
You go in with your plan, and do you go in and say, okay, today we're working on defense, and that's what you do? Everybody's working on defense?
Absolutely. I make sure everybody knows the defensive part of the game, and I make sure everybody knows the attacking part of the game. We do 1v1, we do 2v2s, we do 3v2s, we do all that. We mix them up. I always mix them up so I can make it interesting. I like to finish them up with very little scrimmage. I don't concentrate that much in scrimmage.
Right.
I see a lot of coaches concentrate half of the time in scrimmage. These boys, they have to earn the scrimmage. They know that. They have to work very hard to get a 10 or 15 minutes scrimmage.
Let's hear
Fridays.
from the boys about practice. Let's hear. What do you like about practice?
I like when we do two defenders. I like when we do two defenders versus two attackers because it helps us work on dribbling the defenders and and then we do defenders dribble the attackers and then we get the defenders warmed up and the attackers to be nice and neat and running like possible they can. And usually we do our defenders are Cream, Caesar, and Hunter. And mostly we have some beautiful parents that always cheer for us. And Caesar and Dan is Hunter's dad. They help us when we dribble the ball, pass it to them, they pass it back to us, and then we shoot the ball, or we trap the ball, or then take shots, and we practice and our captain, and the coach who's our captains, and our captains sometimes warm ups on Robert and Christopher. There are two beautiful boys.
All right. Good job. Anybody else want to share practice? Anybody else? What's your favorite part of practice?
What I like about practice is when we do the 3v3 because we are able to spread out the ball and pass. Well, sometimes our coach puts it small so we can pass more and do short passes, and sometimes he makes it big so we can do long.
More touches, right? More touches on the ball.
What I like is that we use style, and then like we do technical drills because we learn it and it goes in our muscles, and then we can use it in the game, and then that's what makes us better and better, and keep on working hard.
In practice, I like 1v1s because I can go against people who are better than me so I can learn. And I also like 3v2s because that means there's going to be lots of shots out there for me.
Wait a second. You like lots of shots on you? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Well, that's the only way to practice, right?
That's good.
I like 2v1.
I never wanted shots on me.
I like 2v1 because we get to learn how to attack, defend, and pass the ball, and we get to learn how to block the shots, and we get to learn every position in the game.
Good job. Anybody else? Go ahead. Go ahead, you.
What I like about the 3v4s is that is that me, Kareem, and Hunter, we go up and we always cover each other's backs, and we don't give up when somebody takes the ball away from us.
Never give up.
I like 2v1 because if I was one of the defenders and I verse two forwards that are actually forwards in the game, it's gonna and the forwards get 3 chances, and it's gonna make the defenders more better at being defense in the game. So if 2 people are coming to you and they want to pass it, it's gonna be more easier because we already learned how to do it.
So what are you gonna do? If 2 versus 1, what are you gonna do in the game? When they pass it, where you going?
I'll be looking at the ball at
Right.
all times.
That's it. Good. That's it. Anybody else? That's it.
If I might add a bit,
Sure,
what
no,
I was
go ahead.
just talking about.
This is your show, so all about you guys tonight. So.
What the defenders were saying was, we have this drill that we do once in a while, probably every 5th or 6th week. It's when we do a 1v1 or 2v1. What I do is I have always 2 attackers and 1 defender.
Right.
And when I try to tease them out in 2v1 is just trying to delay the attack with the help from the goalie. They know the communication is very important. If you see them play, it's amazing how they talk to each other. They have to talk at all time.
Right.
That's the first thing. We always talk every practice. I want to hear them. My
What
left
is
ear
the
doesn't
keeper
hear
gonna
them.
do? What does the keeper do?
But keeper most of the time is the guy who needs to yell the most because he's the one who sees the game in front of them. And the defenders are very organized. If I may talk about the record a little bit, it just tells you all
Yeah.
whatever the boys were talking about.
Yeah.
Up to now, we have 34 wins because we just added 2 more wins.
This is all time?
All time since we started last year. We have 34 wins. We lost 7 times. We
Right.
tied 4 times. We scored, without including yesterday's and Saturday games, 246 goals. That's a lot of goals for U9. Goals against, we have 74.
Right.
A goal differential is 172. We got first place in Cosmopolitan Junior Soccer League indoor tournament. We played against the teams that were A division that last year, and we were able to beat them. We were undefeated in that tournament, 5 games. We got second place in Manalapan Memorial Day. There were 32 teams. Out of 32 teams, we finished on penalty shootouts. Unfortunately, John, I wish you were there refereeing that game because
No.
there were some mistakes in that
Yeah,
game.
you refereed the game.
No, there was a lot of mistakes in that game.
Listen, I gotta defend. The referees do make mistakes, all right? I'm one of them, and we're human. Mistakes happen, but coaches don't want to hear that during the game. I understand that.
Right now, we are currently in the first place, A division, Cosmopolitan, with 9 points, 3 wins.
Nice.
They scored 3 goals against us, and we scored, I think, 17 goals. So we are plus
Okay.
14 so far. That's a huge record.
How could you give up 3 goals? Why not?
Well, believe it or not, I was yelling a lot about those 3 goals. Oh, I sweat a lot about 3 goals. We got those 3 goals. We are in process of building our 2 goalkeepers. They're
Right.
new on the
Okay.
team. We're
So
working hard with
you
them.
go with 2 keepers, right? Every game, or? Still
Well,
young, I
I'm
think.
blessed to have 2 because last year
Yeah.
I have Brian, which is a brilliant midfielder. Unfortunately, and for me, it's great because he's a great goalie. He really is a great goalie. I used him a lot last year, him and also my son. But most of the time when we have tough tournaments, we go places, New Jersey, all over actually.
You need 2. I understand that, but I just wanted to know if you just stick with 1 or you split them.
Right now, I have 2 goalies. I like to use them first half, second half. So this way they both have,
Okay.
a bit knowledge in the game. They're new on the team. So we are in process of building them up. It will take a while.
Okay.
As I said earlier, some of these boys have been with me for a long time. They know me very well, and they're good. The both goals are excellent. They're very good. They're very respectful, and we're working hard. The boys are very welcome.
Okay.
And John, I'm proud of them. I have to say that for record, I'm extremely proud of these boys. They are outstanding. They're very respectful. I remember we had a game last year in Brooklyn. I want to share this with all of you. And one of the guys, unfortunately, I forgot his name. I think it was Frank. I forgot the last name. He was in charge of the Cosmopolitan Junior Soccer League in the past 20-something years. And we have this rule before we enter the game. We go online. We have this 3-step that all the boys know. We don't just enter the field. We go one after another in a line, straight to our bench. They know where the bench is. They know who the captain is before they start the warm-ups. They do the warm-ups themselves. I like to be around them. I give them responsibilities. I think it's very important for every single one of them to know what part of the game is, which is responsibility. And every single one of these boys have been a captain, not more than one time, during the games or during the practice. They take that as honor, and they take that as being as big a responsibility for the team, because my captain is the guy who directs the team while I'm in the sidelines giving direction to the boys.
Yep, that's big time. Okay.
I think Osal, I think Osal, because he was the one who made us be this good in games and tournaments.
You think it's the coach? The coach made you this good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's a big thing, Salman. That got to make you feel good.
Absolutely. Well, as I said early before the show, it might sound very strange to you guys, but I love them. I really do. I love them. I'm there with love. As I said in the beginning of the show, I'm a tough coach. As a definition of tough coach meaning is I give them proper direction. I teach them. I'm their professor. I'm their teacher. Inside the field, I'm their mother. I'm their father. I take the job very responsibility. And they deliver. They really do deliver.
That's how it should be. You
They're
should
excellent.
love them. They should love you
very,
back.
very proud of
It
them.
should be like a family.
We are family.
That's right.
Absolutely. I'm proud of them. I'm very proud of them.
Does your assistant want to add anything?
Yeah, it's very good that you touched that point about family, because that's what makes this team different than other teams. This is, I tell them all the time, that this is the type of team that comes every once in a while. This is not this is the team that, you hear about. Because, we all know that a lot of teams, everywhere we go, they're talking about the Tigers. But it's, what makes it so special is all the families, we're all on the same page. We all get together on the field and off the field. We get everybody brings something after the game, so we get together, we have conversations. The boys have fun with each other. So I think that's really what makes it work, that we know we're a family. That's it.
I just want to add something as far as that goes. I mean, I'm sure that you can see it on TV. These kids are from all different nationalities, all different religions, all different cultures. And soccer really is a world sport, and I think that this team really is the epitome of that. They really love each other, no matter what kind of nationality, religion, or whatever they are, and they all come together, and it's really, really beautiful to see.
I'd just like to throw my 2 cents here in on this team, if I may. This is actually obviously one of the most well together teams that I've seen ever. I'm at the field pretty much 7 days a week. I'm a referee as well. I don't ref as many games as my friend John to my right over here. But yeah, I just noticed the sense of community and family from this team just by the way just the ball. I walked in here tonight and I saw the ball in the cleats here, and that it wasn't anything that I didn't know already, but it just basically confirmed what I did know. Just how close of a community and family, like you said, this is.
Well, Frank, thank you very much for it. And yes, we work hard on that, off the field also. As I said in the beginning of the show, we have a very strong communication here. The McCarthy, she's outstanding. She makes everything easy for me. I'm there in the field. I don't use my phone. I don't use my computer. I don't email. We communicate. Basically, every day we talk, every single day, for benefit of these boys. What's the best for these boys? We're always in the chat. We always texting each other, always calling with each other to make sure that we have the best out there. And we do have the best out there. And
Let's talk about the cleats.
but as I said, we are very passionate. My number 26, my forward, who's a goal factory. We like to score a lot of goals.
Are these custom made? Are they custom?
They're all custom made.
Everyone has the same cleats?
No, but we are in process of getting them.
Right,
We do have our special warm-ups that we use during the warm-ups. Of course, we have our regular uniform for Silver Lake Soccer Academy.
Right.
We do have a bit of banners here.
Yep.
This is a courtesy of Williams' family. They are very passionate. They're very supportive. They came last year in the team, and I formed the team. They shook my hand. The man, his father, looked me in the face, and he said, "I want the best for my son." And I said, "I'll give you the best for your son." And right now, I would say easy. He's one of the best forwards in Staten Island. I can say that easy.
Good. Now we're gonna get to that. All right, I'm gonna put you in a situation that you probably never in, trailing by a goal, right? Never in that situation, right?
We were last year. Really, this year we were.
What do you do? What do you do? Trailing by 1, 5 minutes to go.
Well, as I like to say, I have a couple of kids here who are extremely smart. All of them are very smart, but in become the situation like that, I ask them to give them all. What I do is I play 3-3-1, but if I'm trailing by 1, I like to have one defender, and I have everybody moving the ball forward. So my two wingers, my left and right wing, they go all the way on the box, on top of the box, and my right and left D use the midfield position. So I push them up. Basically, we all up there. I wish there will come more to that situation. Hopefully, we will come, so we could have more experience on that. But I have a very strong defense. A lot of my friends laugh at me because I was a defender myself, and they're not surprised. But these boys are really extremely supportive to each other. They know the ball very well. They like to keep the ball. I have my left mid and my right mid, as I said, my forward. Same thing goes for them. The best in Staten Island. I mean, the way that they do the ball, I have my lefty who basically flies with the ball.
Who's the leading goal
number
scorer?
8, Andrew, is my lefty. He basically flies with the ball. It's like grabbing the ball, not in the feet, in the hand, and running around. Then I have my number 10. He's my right mid. The way they keep the ball and the way they pass the ball, it's amazing. I have my number 9, Adam. He's my central midfielder. He gets punished the most from all of them because he bleeds for this team. He's very strong.
Right.
And I have him rolling all the time, back and forth, back and forth. I do switch sometimes where we have good results. I like to give him a taste. Kareem is very fast. He's right defender. He's extremely fast. I switch him with central mid a lot, and it works out very well for the team. It really does. But all these boys know their position. All of them play defenders. All of them play midfielders. Not so much forwards because we were in top situation most of the time, being first year in travel. But now we are more relaxed. We know more the ball. We like to feel the ball.
So where do the goals come from? From where are they coming from?
The goals
Most
are
of the
coming
goals,
from
where are they coming from?
William, my forward, my number 8 left mid, and my number 10 right mid. And also from number 9, Adam Bryan. Basically, everybody scored goals here. Everybody has a.
I could tell by some of your scores.
Absolutely, everybody has their responsibilities. I do have a penalty kickers.
Okay.
My number 1
Alright.
penalty kicker is Brian. My number 2 is my number 10, and then number 3 is my number 4, Kareem. The corner kicks most of the time by right-hand side are taken by Hunter, about 90%.
So they know automatically who's taking the corner kick,
Absolutely, I don't have to say anything.
set pieces, all that
All
stuff.
set pieces.
You don't have to say a
direct-
word.
I don't have to say a word.
Oh.
Everything is prepared during the practice.
Right.
Everything is prepared. As Brian said earlier, when we do the corner kicks, I have one player in the far post, mid post, central D. All of them know the position. And my defenders, they move up.
We got to check out one of these games, boys.
Oh, I'm going to ask a question because I talked to Selman about this. What happens if your guy in the taking the corner kick does this? What does it mean? Anyone? Go ahead.
Anyone with a mic, yeah.
It means that we're taking it small because when we do one, that means they come close, they pass it quick, and then they can take it again and they can make a goal.
All right, so who's got number 2? Kareem, hand him the mic.
When somebody does number 2, that means he's gonna hit it hard, and somebody's gonna have to do a header for us to earn a goal.
U9.
They got it, yeah. 8-year-old, right? know what, Simon, I may have a tournament or maybe a game that I can set up for you to go in Brooklyn to play indoors, maybe over the winter. We'll talk about that. He was supposed to call in tonight, Vincenzo, but to extend his invitation. But we'll arrange something.
I would love to do that.
Okay,
I would love to do that.
It's in Brooklyn, and we'll talk about that. They'll set up a U9 team out there, and you guys can go out there and play.
I would love that.
All right, you know what, let's touch on, do you guys follow soccer? You guys watch it on television?
Yes.
All right, let's go right down the list. Let's go right down the row here. What teams, you can stand up, what team do you follow?
I like to follow the teams that are in England, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea,
Okay.
Okay.
all those teams. And I like one of them. I like this team. I like Chelsea, but they're not really playing that good.
That's okay.
That's
Who's your
all
favorite
right.
player?
That's all
Who's your
right.
favorite player? Favorite player?
My favorite player that is good on Chelsea is Pedro.
Pedro. Okay.
Hi, Pedro.
All right. Do you have a favorite team or player?
One of my favorite teams is that it's also Manchester City and Brazil, because Manchester City, they play really good, and one of my favorite players is I forgot his name.
All right, he forgot his name.
It's all right.
Favorite team or player? Anybody?
My favorite teams are basically, I like to watch all the good Spanish teams like Real Madrid, Chelsea, Man United, and everyone. And hopefully my best player will be on either Real Madrid or any other team. My favorite team is Manchester City, and my favorite player is Aguero because he scores lots of goals and everything. It's
That's good.
like that.
That's good.
My
Oh, we
best
know- we
team
know
in the
this.
world is the Spanish league, and it's Barcelona because I love they have three good players named Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. And since I first like Chelsea, because they last year they were very good because they went to first place, but this year Chelsea were very bad, and a kid named Pedro from Barcelona, he went to Chelsea to help them to get better, but now they're getting weaker. And Coach Sam was right, but I don't know why he likes it. I disagree for what.
Now,
He said he doesn't like Arsenal because I like Arsenal.
No, I said I'm right.
But wait, you like all forwards. You're a midfielder and you like all forwards.
I love Suarez.
is that why you wear number 10 for Suarez?
He's number 9.
He's number 9.
Oh, wait, I don't know
Yeah,
Messi. I mean.
Messi's number 10.
Messi's 10.
Okay, I got a question too. I want to see videos of the Tigers.
Yeah, you know what? The flash
Didn't work?
Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to put the video up tonight.
Okay.
Since the video's not going up, who's the boy that did the bicycle kick?
All right, go ahead. Favorite team?
My favorite teams are Arsenal, Barcelona, and Red Bulls. And my favorite player is Mascherano Saturday.
Okay. The Red Bulls. Wow, didn't they just win a supporter shield there?
No, they didn't win the supporter shield yet.
Barcelona, because I like Messi and I like seeing a lefty play, because I'm a righty.
Who's your favorite goalie?
Yeah, I am a goalie.
But who's your favorite goalie?
The U.S. goalie.
Tim
Okay.
Howard. Tim Howard, yes.
Brazil and Real Madrid. My two top best players are Neymar and Real Madrid, and Ronaldo, because they're strong, they play hard, they're fast, they're talented.
That's it. That's good.
Now flip the wire.
My favorite two teams are Real Madrid and Barcelona because I like Messi and Ronaldo. I like all the teams. I don't care if they suck.
That's a good answer. It's soccer.
My favorite player is Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. Nice.
My favorite soccer team is My favorite soccer team is the U.S. team, the U.S. teams, and the Spanish teams. And my favorite player in the Spanish is Messi.
All right, let me ask you guys. Anyone like the U.S. women's national team? You guys watch the World Cup? Yeah. That's a great women's team, right? All right, let's get the coaches. Favorite team, player?
As I said earlier, I'm a diehard fan of Real Madrid,
Real Madrid.
and of course it's Ronaldo.
All right.
I like Real Madrid and Barcelona, but my team, I would have to say, would be it's America. It's a team in Mexico,
Mexico.
the Mexican League.
Oh, okay.
They're
Oh,
very,
America,
big,
yes.
and the,
America,
the
yeah.
fan base is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, how are they doing? How are they doing? Are they?
well, the past 4 years they've won. Was it three titles? So
Okay. So
they're,
they're on top.
this year
Okay.
they're.
All right.
Well, after the Tigers are my favorite team.
That's a good one.
But after that, we have season tickets to the Red Bulls. So we go and see them and we cheer for them.
And they're having a good season.
Yes.
Red Bulls.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's coming up? We've got a few minutes left here. About 9 to go. What do we got coming up for this team? How far can this team go?
Well, this is the plan. If it's basically at this age, at this very young age, it's very much up to us, parents, if we want to keep them together. I'm working hard to keep them together, and we'll put them up there with the best, matching up with the best. I'm not looking, and they're not looking to go blow the teams out 13-0. We're looking to
Right.
get some competition. We are working on that to get some competition. We are also on a cup, NY Cup, and unfortunately we were placed in a bit lower division because the last year we were a B team, and they took the ranking through us being a B team division, and unfortunately these boys are not having fun. They're going there beating someone at 13-0 with 4 or 5 players in the team. It's not really fun, and but we're working. Hopefully by next year we'll be in a place we want to be.
So
In a
what
place
about
that these boys
you
deserve to
ever
be.
think about playing up?
Yes, we think about that too. I would say I need one more year to prepare them. I'm 75% to the standards that I think they should be. I'm not 100% yet with them. There's still a lot to come from them, a lot more, way much lower to come. Even though they're U9, I still need to make them a better U9. We talk about them with the boys. They know there's always that extra step. Every practice, that extra run, that extra touch of the ball, that extra kick, week after week after week, they're in the right path. They're in the right path, and
Okay.
we are in A division, and let's see what brings by the end of this season.
So Selman, A Division, CJSL. You're running roughshod through it. You're 3-0. What's coming in the spring? New York Club Premier? Get them up out of there? Get them up into that next level?
Well, it's a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk from the parents. Majority of parents are in support of that. I need to work still. I still need to work with them. We have a lot of games to go up to end of this season. Let's see what next season brings. We do have some tournaments coming up also, and I love tournaments because we get always to get the best teams out there.
Right.
And most of the time, we just had a tournament in Brooklyn Italians. I made a bit of mistake thinking I'm doing good by other teams. Unfortunately we were disqualified to the goal difference. I did ask the boys to stop.
Right.
I did ask the boys to not go more than 8 goals that day, and unfortunately there were another team who run the score up to 16-0. So because of that, I guess it's a lesson, and sometimes
So you outscored somebody and they disqualified you?
Well, they lost. They didn't
They
advance
didn't advance
because
of
of goal
goals.
differential.
there was a goal differential, you know.
Because he
And
didn't.
you
He didn't
axed
blow
them,
him out.
And you went right. And you axed them.
Absolutely, and the club also did talk to the Brooklyn Italians.
Right.
You know, it takes time. We are again young. We are U9, so it will take time. It will take time.
Right.
But I think as a coach, I think we are on the right path. We're working hard. They're working very hard, and let's see what spring takes us.
How many days of practice a week?
We do twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. Here and there, I like to give them something extra. Sometimes I take them with me here and there. As we said earlier, it's like family. So sometimes we get together, other than official practices.
Right.
And I'm looking forward in springtime more of that. Being in Al Hollow, we can use it late. The lights out there, and sometimes in the parks. And I have a plan. I'm working on that plan, and hopefully we will succeed. And it would succeed in our part, in the coaching part, I think, if we can keep it together. As I said earlier, it's the parents who are the ones who
Right.
can drive us forward, or they are the ones who can slow us down. Right now, we are on moving forward, all of us. So we are on the
Okay.
right path.
That's a good job. I think the parents are going to stick this through, right? It looks like it. So now, on the flip side of, how do you feel about blowing somebody out 13-0? I mean, you know that's not a big, for the other team,
Okay,
is it good for the game?
No, it's not good for the game, but it's hard to ask 8 years old to stop scoring. It really is, and I do ask them a lot, and they're
But
way.
think about for a second what the other team is going to be feeling. You know, we have to think about that also, right? I mean,
Well, yes, absolutely, I absolutely agree with
because
you, John.
are we killing the game by doing that? I mean,
No, I think it's
and
more.
this is not directed towards you. I mean, this is in general, just speaking.
Well, I think the U.S. Soccer Federation in total has to do more about this. But really, they have to put the teams in right rankings, in right divisions,
Right.
because it's not fair. It would be okay if you are U14 or 15, it's a completely different story. But asking a 6 years old, right defender not to score a goal is pretty much hard.
Yep.
And I do ask them a lot. They're very respectful. They really are. They keep the ball very well. We had a game against Brooklyn Italians in a cup Saturday.
16-0.
I ended up playing with 4 guys. I didn't know what else to do. In the first half, I played with 6 guys. In the second half, the whole second half, I played with only 4 guys. And I don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. But sometimes we are in a situation that it happens. And what we do is we keep the ball. That's our time that we spread the ball. We keep the ball. I have this sign that I asked them. It's letter U. They keep the ball side to side. They go all the way from forwards all the way to the defenders, back and forth.
It's tough
And
to play keep away.
It's very tough. At this age, it's really, really tough. But they're very respectful.
they're supposed to play the game.
Absolutely
I
not.
refereed
But
the game
again,
yesterday.
this is up to the hierarchy, the
9-2.
guys who do scheduling, the guys who do
Yep.
the division, and because it's not right. I agree with you,
Well,
John.
to chime in on what Selman's saying, it's hard. We don't have down here that many quality teams. You know, whether it's Brooklyn, Staten Island, as you further go out east, you start getting. But Selman has exactly what and the way it's supposed to be. He has an A team. Then you have your B team, and they play at certain level. Selman, the A team play. A lot of times, he's playing A at CJSL. You got a team that's playing A because, rightfully so, they're challenging those kids, but they may not be ready for that yet. And it's hard, wherever you go. And unless you're playing in New Jersey, you're not, or Long Island or upstate, you're not really getting it here. We're in a tough spot here on Staten Island. We're in a tough spot. The talent pool is really drained here, whether it's boys or girls. For a small island, you have 2 travel clubs, maybe three travel clubs that I know of, and then a rec soccer club, and everybody's spread thin. So it makes it hard to go and get a group like you have here, and that was handpicked by you.
Yes,
You know, everywhere else it's just they're putting kids together that have a team.
All right, if there's anyone watching now that would love to join your team, are you still looking to add? What can they do? What if there's a 9, 8-year-old boy out there right now watching and says, hey, I want to be on that team. Oh, I like this coach.
Yes, we always
there any-
like to add. Absolutely, we have a program. We really do have a program, and a lot of coaches, a lot of clubs use the word program. This very fine manager of my team here knows very much what I'm talking about, because I don't look for Monday. I look for Monday, Tuesday, all the way to every single day of the week. So yes, we do have a plan. We do separate the
If you want
boys.
to give an email out or some kind of contact information, you can give that out to anyone that's looking to join.
Absolutely. I'll leave that to my team manager. She's the one in charge of all that. I don't get involved with her. She talks to me. We communicate together. We can have them training. We do have training. Tryouts. We try them out. Even if they're not ready for this team, we will help them out, put them in the proper teams. Silver Lake have a B. Silver Lake have C. We would always willing to help them.
All right, so contact info. Where can they go? When's your next tryout?
Well, tryouts are in May.
Okay, so let's.
Because the full season, is the fall and the spring season. So tryouts are in May, and it's silverlakesoccer.com for the club tryout information.
What about during the winter? You guys doing anything after the season?
Yes, we are working. We are working with the club, with the Silver Lake Star Academy, to see if we can have an indoor season also.
Right.
And what we also working it is with. I have a lot of volunteer parents who are really willing to help and put us in extra indoor tournaments, probably in New Jersey somewhere with bigger teams.
Okay.
We are working. We are constantly working for improvements and for benefit of these boys.
I'm sorry, if I could just say
Yes.
something before, I know it's
Yeah,
probably
we're
ending.
we're getting the signal.
I
that we
know,
gotta
and I
wrap
don't
up.
want to. I don't
Go
want
ahead.
to let the
Go right
opportunity
ahead.
go by without. I mean, I think I speak for all the parents with saying how lucky we are to have Coach Selman as the coach. He puts his whole heart and soul into these boys, into this team. I mean, it's really beautiful to watch him. All of them have improved so much with the skills that he's taught them. But he doesn't only teach them soccer; he teaches them about life. He loves them like his own kids, and it's just thanks
Okay.
to him that we have this family and this
All
team.
right, I just want to congratulate you guys. Guys, good luck the rest of the way. Thank you for coming on. You're always welcome, Selman. All right, you know what to do. Just give
Thank
them
you,
a
John.
call, and all right, we'll get you guys back on. Guys, thanks again for coming on the show. And we're going to wrap it up for Brian, Frank.
Thank you, John. Thank you, guys.
Been watching the Standing
Thank
on
you, John.
Soccer
Thank you,
Report.
Brian.
Thank you.
Ho dedicato la mia vita, i momenti più felici, ad inseguire un sogno, il mio sogno. Quante volte mi hai deluso, non importa, io ci credo e vivo il mio sogno. Pari grande amore, pari unica e sola, pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da solo.